Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Henchman's story. We might be getting a promotion, or we might be, I don't know, getting poached, or I don't know.
I
That's
mean,
okay.
they're letting
I'll
us
just give
apply
myself
it
a
probably
mental
to the
high five.
henchman,
Probably.
Too bad.
which means we may be
Some
able to work
scars
for
might
other
look good on
supervillains.
That could be good, but then we'd also probably have higher expectations.
Scars might look good on you.
But let's get back to Wednesday's
Ugh.
operation. If you look at the footage right here, you'll notice something interesting about where you landed. What might that be?
Oh, when we could have threatened the hostages, but we didn't. Even though I know what she's talking about, I look at the footage anyway.
I'm pretty close to a door, and the engineers that we took captive aren't far either.
Correct. Though you didn't realize that second bit so quickly at the time. In fact, you don't notice until this moment right here.
She advances the footage until the hologram me turns his head in the direction of the
And
hostages.
then what precisely did you do with this newly acquired knowledge?
And this is where we fucked up, according to her.
No.
I ran for the door.
And that seemed like the best option at the time?
It seemed like the only option, honestly.
Really? At no point, even after you noticed your proximity to those captives, did you consider a different approach? You didn't even for a moment think that perhaps you could use their presence to your advantage?
Yeah, I knew someone was gonna give me flack for this one.
Mhm.
Ah, crap. Somehow I don't think being honest is the right call here. Looking out for the safety of the hostages isn't very villainous after all.
No, I didn't really think about that. I was kind of preoccupied by all the high-tech projectiles that could be fired at me. They were my most immediate concern.
Like, you know, getting shot with the dart did.
For being
And it did
so
stop
focused on
Nova even
you
further
did a rather
because
poor
they
job
stopped
of
to
getting
consider
everything
why
right.
we did that.
Yeah.
Story of my life. My biography's gonna be called Stan. I couldn't get out of the way.
Stan, please shut the fuck up, dude.
Besides, it's like you said, fighting didn't seem like it was going to be very effective at this point.
But bargaining with the hostages could have done.
But running away wasn't going to be any better. You needed to think of an alternative.
Like what? Nova didn't seem too receptive to small talk.
Like the hostages, Stanley. Why do you think I brought them up?
We could have threatened the hostages.
Next time, take advantage of your surroundings. Hostages are a tool to be used, and an effective one. Understand this. You will be at a severe disadvantage against any foe you encounter. You must utilize every tool you can and show no mercy in order to succeed.
Use all the tools, hold the mercy. I'm on it, boss.
For a moment, Madame Scorpion just stares at me. It takes all my concentration not to break eye contact. Somehow, I think she knows I'm full of shit regardless.
See that you are.
Yeah.
It's for your own safety. We wouldn't want anything unfortunate happening to you out there, would we?
Oh, no.
And we certainly wouldn't want to demonstrate what happens to subordinates that fail to learn from their mistakes.
Yep. How much you want to bet we're going to have another scenario where there's hostages? I'm kind of tempted to just fuck it up again just to prove a point.
Now then, I think we've seen enough of
I just
this,
noticed there's a
haven't we?
knife on her desk.
So
A
there
big
is.
old Bowie knife.
So there fucking is. Wow. She finally turns off the hologram. Thank freaking God. This is the first time I'm watching myself get humiliated by a superhero. And I have to say, I could live without the experience.
So, Stanley, after reviewing the footage, would you say this is a normal operation for you?
Kind of.
No, definitely more exciting.
And after our review, would you say that you performed better or worse than your peers in this scenario?
Well, better, but
And how were you compensated for this operation compared to normal? How about compared to your peers?
Nothing.
I'll answer for you. The same on both counts. But that's how it works, isn't it? You're paid a salary, and that doesn't change when things are harder or your performance is better. No, you can't earn more without a review, like this one, and they don't come often. But dear Stanley, what if I told you that you can?
You are absolutely poaching us at this point. Okay.
you mean
They're just giving you.
Exactly. I admit, I wasn't entirely
Stanley,
sold
really?
on the name until we focus tested it with a few slogans. But it really works, doesn't it?
I guess so? Where are you going with this?
I'm getting to that.
Do you want more
Stanley.
pay? If you're a henchman, you
first,
hench
Why
can.
don't we turn this discussion inward? What drives you, Stanley?
Not getting killed and money.
What do you mean?
I mean that as a henchman for Lord Bedlam, who or what do you serve before all else?
Jesus Christ.
Myself.
The Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. God.
Madam Scorpion's already proven that she's not particularly susceptible to bullshit, so I guess I may as well just be
To
honest.
tell the truth, I'm looking out for myself. Not that I won't do my job or anything, but at the end of the day, I've got to take care of things for me. That's just how it is.
I don't get an immediate response. Instead, Scorpion takes a moment to study me, as if looking me over for the first time. Jeez, her stare is unnerving.
Correct. Well said, Stanley.
Yay!
I wasn't aware this was a question you could get right or wrong.
Oh, you can. You can.
Of course it is. It's simply a matter of being honest with yourself. No matter what you had said, your actions would already have spoken for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
During your everyday days, you trend right inside the average by every available metric. You do not perform better or worse than any of your fellow henchmen. You are perfectly commonplace.
But when it comes to self-preservation, there we excel.
But when you are personally at risk during operations,
Yep.
you are suddenly head and shoulders above the pack, despite having no powers or exceptional athletic background.
Yes, the power of bullshitting. It's a wonderful
The
thing.
power
In
of
other
self-preservation.
You are performing at the optimal level for your own
Kid,
self-interest.
kid, kid.
You have found exactly
Okay.
how to do
What do you
your
think?
job
Are we
and
selfish?
collect your paycheck with as little pain and effort as possible.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, I can't really deny it, but that's just how you treat a job, isn't it? You clock in, you do what you have to do, and you clock out.
I suppose many do. But this is something that extends well beyond one's occupation. Why should you try to perform any better when you have no incentive to do so? Should you throw yourself at superheroes based on the distant dream of a promotion?
No.
Of course not.
Fuck no.
No. You have learned that the optimal path forward within this system is to intentionally perform below your potential. So that's what you do. And make no mistake, you have potential, Stanley.
We do? Oh no. Madam Scorpion pauses to examine me once again. This time she leans closer. I try and fail not to
All
flinch.
you need to bring about is a system that rewards you appropriately. And this, Stanley, is what I have been getting at. Henchman is that system.
You
I-
can work for a different supervillain.
You would be rewarded based on the work you do. If you accept more gigs or more difficult ones, then you earn more. If you perform better on a gig, you earn more. It's simple.
That who determines what that is though? Is that you? Are you the one
Well,
determining?
she's probably
my-
one of them.
Cause see, that's someone still has to determine that. There's still a ranking system, you know.
Take Wednesday's operation, for example. You would have been paid better than your peers for that, and certainly better than your supervisor.
Okay, I can get by that. She's
Yeah, fuck
uncomfortably
Dave.
close now. I can't leave further back without tipping my chair over, and for whatever reason, I can't bring myself to break eye contact. You ever looked over the edge of the cliff and just had this weird urge to jump, even though you know it would kill you? Looking down into Madame Scorpion's eyes is like looking down that cliff.
How would that make you feel?
Good?
I guess. But, I work for Lord Bedlam.
And? He employs you, but should he own you? Your days could be his, and your nights.
So, take a part-time gig. She leans closer and places her hand on my shoulder. I feel myself go rigid.
Could be mine.
There it is.
You mean Henchcans, right?
No.
Your program?
No, she does not.
Why, of course, Stanley.
Nope.
That's what we've been talking about this whole time.
No, she fucking does not. You are gonna sell your soul to the devil here, dude.
You're exactly the kind
Gonna
of
sell your soul to
Stanley.
dominatrix here, dude.
You'd be just perfect for
She specifically said that you have like a big threshold for damage.
I don't know about this one.
Before my brain can reboot and offer a response, Scorpion removes her hand and turns back to her desk. Only now that she's let go do I realize how sore my shoulder feels. Ow.
And as it happens, I know of a gig tonight that would be an excellent trial run. You should sign up.
Oh, fuck. I can't, it's game night! Oh, so if we give up, then we, like, lose, you know, time with Kate and Dave. Well, I mean, mostly with Kate. Oh, fuck.
Sorry, but I need a little more information before I could commit to a program like that. I mean, you make a persuasive argument, but...
No further explanation necessary, Stanley. The only right decision is an informed one. What do you think is on all these screens?
Maps of cities? She gestures to the screens that line the wall of her office, displaying a litany of maps, charts, and spreadsheets.
Information. Data. Without these things, on what grounds can someone make a decision? Intuition? Instinct? Why, that's no better than a dog. Though I
Bark,
think you'll
bark.
find the gig itself to be quite enlightening. Think of it as a scouting mission of sorts.
We're gonna get fucking destroyed here.
that makes sense. I'll think about it.
And I'll have to think about how to handle tonight's SNS session. It's game night after all, and I already invited Kate, which was, of course, after Dave invited himself. Shit, I still haven't given the rest of the party that news. Maybe the easiest way to avoid any kind of mess is to take this gig after
Very
all.
well. In the meantime, I suggest you download our Henchman app. You'll find more detailed information there. You'll find a QR code on the bulletin boards in the break rooms or at the entrance of the cafeteria. Tonight's gig should be immediately available to you. Take a few hours to collect some more information and think it over. But not too long. You'd hate to disappoint me.
I think it would be a very bad idea if we do not do this gig.
I'm...
Probably.
Oh, no, that wasn't a question.
Ah!
You'd really hate it from the bottom of your heart. I'd make certain of it.
Yep, duly noted.
Then, dear Stanley,
Alright guys, game night is
you'd
cancelled.
see what I have now.
I'm sorry, but well, Lady Scorpion, the Dommy Mommy, has decided I am not playing today. I'm sorry.
Precisely. That is all, number 065.
Our new dominatrix
You are
overlord has
dismissed.
decided I am not doing this today. I'm sorry, guys.
Right. Got it. Thanks.
Oh boy. By the time I've stood from my seat, Madame Scorpion is behind her desk. Her attention turned to something else entirely. So I silently head for the door and step outside as quickly as I can without seeming like I'm in a panic. Or
I'm
that's the goal.
curious what would happen if you said, like, oh, it's game night, I can't.
She'd probably just be like, "Are you serious? Are you taking this serious?" You know, something like that. Or maybe she'd just stab us, who knows. Trophy villainy is my passion. It's not until I've rounded the first corner that I finally let myself sigh in relief. Thank God that's over. I feel like I just went through an emotional spin cycle. Still, it didn't do so bad considering I was being interviewed by a possibly psychotic tyrant slash tech mogul slash dominatrix. Is that what dealing with a bona fide, genuine article supervillain is like? Do you spend every second wondering if you're going to be eviscerated? I take my time heading from my post for that day, and it's only when I get halfway there that I realize the craziest thing about that woman. Despite my fears of being dismembered, weirdly enough, it seemed like we were speaking candidly towards the end there.
Hey, stop!
You okay? I
My
feel like that
cat,
should mean something.
my
I'm just not
sister is
sure
just grabbing my cat and she's clawing my stomach.
My first shift passes by quickly. Today my squad is working in the warehouse, which is like the opposite of guard duty. I'm less likely to be bored out of my mind, but my body can't stand putting in actual effort. Luckily, I don't think Dave knows how to read our inventory system, so I just need to look like I'm working hard. The key is to let him see me lift a few things early, and then stay out of sight as much as possible. All that time and energy I've put into avoiding work has given me quite the appetite, and by the time we head to the cafeteria, I'm absolutely
Ah, shit.
Hey, what's wrong, buddy?
I forgot that Chef Antonio and I are at war. Metaphorically, I mean. Don't worry. It's not actual war.
Oh, good. I was about to say.
I know you would, Dave. Anyway, I think I'm just going to skip the line and get a table.
So, would that be a metaphorical retreat?
I prefer to think of it as guerrilla tactics. If he asks where I am, tell him I'm in medical.
Doing my best to avoid the all-seeing eye of Chef
I'm
Antonio,
recording Jay.
I find an empty table and have a seat. I drum my fingers on the table and try to think of anything but the food everyone else is eating. Sadly, my stomach has other plans, and it lets out a loud growl.
You filthy traitor.
That'll learn it. Show that
Recording
organ
with Jay.
who's boss.
I look up to
Yeah.
see Kate take a seat across from me, tray in hand.
Damn right, you've got to keep them in line. Sometimes instead of doing cardio, I just berate my heart for an hour.
What do you mean sometimes? Wouldn't that imply that you do cardio in the first place?
Fair.
For your information, routinely fleeing colorfully attired walls of muscle is a wonderful fitness routine. It's like Pilates for masochists.
That actually makes sense.
I feel like you don't know what Pilates are.
Probably not.
All I know is that they usually involve a gym and yoga pants, and I can't see myself inside either of those things.
Technically, you're not wrong, and yet you're definitely not right.
Kate eyes the empty space in front of me.
Still haven't made peace with the chef, huh?
Nope, this is grade A, eternal nemesis level conflict.
Excuse me.
We're destined to battle until the end of time.
You could just say sorry, dude.
Yeah, well, I don't think that treacherous stomach of yours can last that long. Seriously, just have some of my...
Well, gosh, Stan, you
Oh,
didn't
no.
tell me you made a new friend.
Oh no. Before Kate has time to react, Dave sets his tray down at the table and extends a hand in greeting.
It's a real pleasure to meet you, miss. I'm Dave, squad supervisor.
Fuck off.
Good to meet you.
Kate extends her hand and receives a firm handshake in return. Once Dave lets go, she points to the name tag that's still on her uniform.
I'm Kate.
She's the rookie I guided around yesterday. Just happens that we have the same lunch block, so... Wait, are you still wearing that name tag?
Yeah. Is that a
Number
problem?
53 on Dave's chest.
No, it's just that I don't think you have to anymore. That was a one-day thing.
I guess not, but I'm still new, so it's easier for people to learn my name this way.
Is it?
Yeah, she's just being considerate, Stan. Gosh, you millennials have no manners.
Dave, fuck off. We're the same age.
Dave, shut up.
Dude, you're a millennial, and I'm pretty sure I'm older than you. Oh god, I'm older than you.
Dave is that kid on YouTube is like, I was born in the wrong generation. Fuck off.
Yeah.
It's this social media. That's what my papa says.
Your
Everyone has to clap back, or back clap, or post little emojis of clapping.
Dave, please stop talking.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna clap, do it to my face, you cowards. Am I right?
Don't encourage him.
How dare you encourage this?
Encourage what? A blossoming friendship?
You know exactly what you're doing.
More like an unholy alliance. I think I was safer with Scorpion.
You met Madam Scorpion? When?
This morning, Stan had his big review. I made sure he was up extra early to prepare, though, so I'm sure he aced it. Right, buddy?
I hate you.
Let's not get carried away. I survived.
Well, don't sell yourself short, because that's not always the case. Believe me.
Wait, what?
So, now that you've seen her face to face, what do you think?
I think I would not survive in her presence for too long. I might be
I
murdered
think I might be
soon.
murdered soon.
She's impressive.
She's impressive.
Impressive. I guess that's what you'd expect when you're alone in a room with a bona fide top-tier supervillain.
You've never been in a room alone with Lord Bedlam?
I don't think I have.
Nope. No. Guess not. He's impressive too, of course. Supremely impressive. But Madam Scorpion just has this presence, you know?
Yeah, presents. I'm sure that's what you're talking
Oh,
about.
don't be fucking jealous.
Nice.
No. Actually, you know what? I do wonder.
You've never.
In a word. And I'd better finish off that will I've been putting off writing. Any interest in a TV stand?
Oh
that's
my god, I
actually a
can't believe
cardboard
this
box?
works.
Mine might be free soon. You know, after Scorpion murders me.
Why? You didn't piss her off, did you?
No, she just gives off this sense of impending dread is all. Even when she's talking about something completely normal, I feel like some horrible act of violence could happen any second.
That's also very valid.
Yeah, that sounds like Madam Scorpion.
Well, if something like that were to happen, surely you'd have done something to instigate it, Stan.
Oh
She's
my
our
god.
superior now, after all.
Dave, you are the worst kind of person.
What does that have to do with it? Just because she's your
Oh,
solo
he probably
boss
deserved
now,
it if
doesn't
she
mean
did
everything
something.
She does is deserved.
Sure it does. If I ever have to punish a member of my squad, it's only because they deserve it. That's just how it is.
Dave, you sweet, simple child.
But that's assuming.
You're right, Dave. No supervillain would ever punish or execute their subordinates without them really deserving it. That's why they're supervillains.
Exactly.
I'm glad we went back for this option instead. This is way funnier.
I want to see his reaction to this.
Exactly. Great explanation, Stan. Gosh, mark that down in your report.
Okay, that's all the that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.
Adios. Oh my lord.
Oh man.